And many times when we think we are there, it's really only the beginning to another gate that will open up, another portal that will open up. And as long as we stay open to God, we stay committed to our kingdom assignment, and then we stay committed individually to a local or an apostolic father or mother figure. You've got to have a voice. You've got to have a prophetic sound.
So many choices, so many decisions, and so little time. Do you wrestle to understand the equations of life? Start a business or start a job? Should you get in a relationship or do you end one you're in? Is there more you should be doing with your life? What's your purpose and calling in life? Decisions. Are you at a point in your life where you need answers? There's definitely hope. Join the Unplugged experience. Get connected with noted life coach, spiritual teacher, and catalyst for change, Dr. Diane Clark, for her show called Unplugged.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to Unplugged. I'm excited about the show today. We know this is Women's History Month, and we are celebrating those who have gone before us, laid the foundation for women now and generations to come to create history. I'm Dr. Diane Clark, your host. My special guest today will be Dr. Carolyn Love. I want you to enjoy what she's going to impart to us on today with anticipation. I want to ask you to do something for me. I want you to like my Facebook page, Dr. Diane Clark Unplugged. Like me, I'm trying to move from my personal page to my business page. Thank you for helping me with that. You can also follow me at Twitter, at YouTube, on Instagram, all the social media outlets. I would appreciate you subscribing, following, and liking. Thank you so much. If you're enjoying this show, you can write to us at dianeunplugged@gmail.com or visit our website, dianeunplugged.com. Thank you so much. And now on to Women's History Month. Ladies, did you know that God had a purpose for creating us from the man and giving us a rib? The rib is the only bone in the body that can regenerate itself. I thought that was so enlightening because that being the case means that we were created to be regenerative. It means that we can regenerate ideas, situations. We bring regeneration to any situation that we're in. And that's why we have so many women that have made history. And today, I want to celebrate women who are making history. Therefore, I want to introduce today's guest, Dr. Carolyn Love.
Bless you. Thank you so much, Dr. Clark. It is amazing to have sat and watched life and people and places and things move forward in front of me. And sometimes you have to pause and look back and say who you are in the scheme of things. So God bless you. Thank you for the invitation. And I am Carolyn Boston Love, born and raised here in Jacksonville, Florida. Believe it or not, Dr. Clark and I grew up together. Our parents were friends. And so there are a lot of people that I meet and I talk to, and they don't know me as far back as some people. So we're really talking about history today. And so I thank you for the opportunity to talk and share about God's faithfulness to me as a woman, as a rib that he's allowed to move forward in my lifetime. And I'm still living. I'm not going anywhere. But I have been so favored by God down through the years to do things and to be in places and to make some things happen. Just my conversation with you on yesterday made me reflect back on some things. And I thank you, because sometimes we get busy being and doing, and we lose memory of those things that God has blessed and enabled us to do. And so I had to sit down yesterday and admit, I am a trailblazer. Oh my goodness.
It's a revelation.
Yes, it was not until I sat and I began to think about things, and I put some dates in chronological order, and I realized how good God has been to me. And I need you to reflect back today and think about his goodness and his mercy. And if it had not been for the Lord on our side, we never, ever would have made it. We never would have lived to get to this point to reflect back on some amazing things. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for celebrating women and women history. So needed that we not forget those who made pathways for us to walk in today. And then God's been faithful to us, but I'm thankful for all the women that he's raised and moved forward for such a time as this so that you and I can be who he has called us to be.
It is so awesome. I am so grateful to reflect on things that God has done for me and how he took this little girl from, we were in the modified hood. We grew up in the modified hood. Right. And for God to shine his favor and his blessing on my life, I've had the ability to travel the world. I've had the ability to speak to groups of people and improve the quality of their lives with the messages and the skills that God has given me. And so I'm thankful as well. I want you to expound and tell the people who you are and some of the things that you're doing.
Okay. Once again, I'm Carolyn Boston Love, and I am the wife of Archbishop Leonard David Love, my boyfriend. Still love him. Still makes my liver quiver. After celebrating our 50th year of marriage and 3 adult children, 9 grandchildren, 1 great-grand. We are local pastors in the city of One Church of Jacksonville. This is our 32nd year in ministry. I've been in business since I was age 19. At age 19, a business owner saw my faithfulness to children and coming to read and prepare snacks and just do things for children at her daycare center. And she decided to ask me one day, would you like to have this center? I said, oh, no, ma'am, I work a full-time job. I'm good. And she said, no, my husband and I don't have anyone to pass this on to. That was May of 1974. She says, July 1, I want to retire, and I want to give you this established business. 65 children, 12 staff members, to a 19-year-old. So I called my daddy and I called my husband, and both of them said, let's do it. And we started in business, and I've been in business since then, always some form or aspect of business, ministry, and working for the community. During that period of time, I was very blessed and fortunate to be the first black woman to do a children's television program, live recordings here in Jacksonville that played from Jacksonville to Miami, and very fortunate, and helped to touch the lives of so many families and children, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I did that for 10 years. I later became a middle school principal here in Jacksonville, the first black principal at that school. 23 years old in the school that never, in the heart of the hood, never had an African-American black principal, administrator, a leader of education. And so we were there until, I think we did that 12 years. And then I came aboard full-time for our church, started a Bible college to train men and women to perfect and proclaim the Bible with clarity, understand their calling and their assignment. And we did that for our leaders in the church, and then we expanded to outreach to the community. And so here today, 28 years later, we are still Truth Bible University students from all around the world, and we bless God for just the many things He has afforded us to do. Currently, I am still at the Bible College, still at the church. I'm coaching and mentoring pastors' wives, women in administration and leadership, high-profile positions across the world, to be comfortable in their call and understand their assignment, be a good woman at home first, and then you do everything else that you're called to do. So I thank God that during these times He's taught me balance, structure, and order, making priorities. My family means more to me than anything else. So I work the family, I work the church, and then I work the business. So marketplace, ministry at home, and ministry to the community are part of the wheel that I orchestrate. And I just have to have God to help me do it all, and He has blessed me to do so.
That is so awesome. And you know, I can remember too your services to the hospice community.
See?
Yeah.
You're good for me. You're good for me. All right. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. After my mother-in-law passed away, and I did not really have a good grip on hospice. And you heard so many myths around it. But it made me do the research. And I began to study, and I began to volunteer with the hospice program here in Jacksonville. So for 3 years, I volunteered in helping to bring awareness to our community so that Black pastors and churches and people of color will understand what hospice really is and how it's designed to assist the patient as well as the patient's family. It is not a place where you go to pass away or to be assisted in passing away. So many errors and misinformation concerning that. But I studied, and I decided to go back to school, and I did the 2-year program and certified as a national chaplain so that I could work in trauma, crisis, and hospice end-of-life situations in any setting. And that afforded me an opportunity to begin to work with our community to understand this is not to hurt you, but it's a service here to help you. And God positioned me to help many families over a 10, 12-year period of time to better understand end-of-life care.
Wow, that's so amazing. The things that the Lord had, Ephesians says that He'd already laid out that good work and plan for your life. And you're very fortunate and very blessed that you were able to connect with your path.
Yes.
Your path has always been assisting. Your path has always been developing. Your path has always been dealing with children as well in everything that you do. Because I can remember when I was teaching at Truth Bible College that we had young people that came to take the course. And I was like, wow, this is great. This is not, and we have to let our children know that church is not an adult thing.
That's right.
That God wants to use you. And it's unfortunate that we have made the church building, not the church universal, the church building, the be-all, do-all.
Right.
When God's design and God's plan was that His people would be doing the work of ministry.
Right.
And now we have in our, because of the culture is really infiltrating the kingdom culture. And we have people now who, because of the pandemic, are disconnected, And even though some churches have opened up and they're trying to rebuild, people have become comfortable being home with the Zoom, and using the Zoom and other technology is great. I'm not against it. But there are times when we need together. There are times we need
Yes.
to come together for strength and for encouragement and enlightenment. So it's great now. I took the courses to become a life coach, and I discovered that my strength was in strategies.
Okay.
That God downloads to me strategies when I talk with the person or if I'm involved with them. He'll give me the strategies of what they need to really connect with their path so they can grow. Because once you get on your path, you can excel.
Yes.
Listen, we'll be right back with you in just a moment. Hi, this is Dr. Diane Clark, and I have some exciting news. This year, we're going to have Celebration of Women. This is an annual event that we do to highlight women in our community, to make you feel special and showered with affection. We have a thankless job, so when someone wants to honor us and celebrate us, it's an opportunity for us to become invigorated and motivated. This event is going to be held May 21st. That's May 21st. Put it on your calendar. It's going to be held right here at the Inspired Network Studios, 6651 Crestline Drive in the Arlington area. I want you to get set now to be a VIP experience, to have a VIP experience. That includes a delicious lunch, free gifts, free opportunities. And we want to shower you to let you know that you are valuable to the earth and to the people that you interact with. Along with that, we're going to have the Unplugged simulcast live, and you'll be a part of that studio audience. So if you want that VIP experience, go to Eventbrite and register for that. And if you just want to be a part of the studio audience, you're welcome to come. And we thank you and bless you for making that a special event. Our focus this year is self-care, body, soul, and spirit. And we have some wonderful guests who are going to participate in that. That's going to cause you to feel inspired, bring out the wonderful you that you are. Listen, write it down on your calendar, May 21st, with Dr. Diane Clark, Celebration of Women Unplugged. It's going to be great. I'll see you there. Thank you for joining us back. We're having a conversation with Dr. Carolyn Love, who is a life coach, a motivational speaker. She's a bishop in the community of the church, and we just are excited about having her in the greater Jacksonville community, and her ministry is known all around the world. So women, those of you who are upcoming, those of you who are blazing the path, who are starting to move forward with what God has told you to do, listen, you have examples. You have people right now, not just people who are going on or people that you can't reach. There are people right here that you can connect with that will help you improve the quality of your presentation, improve the quality of your ministry so that you're able to move forward with the visions and the dreams, the plans that God has given you for how he wants to use you. Dr. Love, we were talking about how the church became the center focus and not Christ.
Right.
And because of that, we have so many pew resources
Right.
that are not activated to do any ministry. They feel that their ministry is coming to sit and to give
Right.
and to have a lecture, we call preaching, and to get emotionally stirred and
Right.
excited. And then they go back to their regular job, regular routine, regular schedule, and they forget
Right.
the impact of what they receive. And I really want to activate the pew resources in ministries.
Yes.
And I do that through teaching and training and development. There's three different things that need to happen before you can launch in anything. What advice would you give to a woman in ministry, maybe who's just getting started, first 2-3 years? What would you say to them?
I would say, Dr. Clark, number one, make sure you are ready to devote the time that's necessary for you to be prepared inwardly for what's ahead of you. Never close the door or the gate and say, I've made it, I've arrived, I have a title. That's only the beginning. You have got to couple yourself, your anointing and your ability, with one that could help you have a strategy, a blueprint, a design. Scripture tells us without a vision, the people perish. Without a vision for yourself. Yes, there is an expected end, but if you don't have a vision to get there, you'll be here, there, and everywhere, and all over everywhere, and never reach that full potential that you have. And many times, when we think we are there, it's really only the beginning to another gate that will open up, another portal that will open up. And as long as we stay open to God, we stay committed to our kingdom assignment, and then we stay committed individually to a local or an apostolic father or mother figure. You've got to have a voice. You've got to have a prophetic sound that speaks to you and you adhere to. To hear it is one thing, but to obey and follow and stay on track with the blueprint and the plan. One of the things that many people miss is having the deposit made into them. One thing I can say, for the years that we served our bishop and our pastor, both my husband and I were faithful to serving. We sowed into, we poured into, and we sat until we were released to go. Many times you feel it and you want to just do it. Sugar, wait. Don't rush this. If you give it time, time is on your side, and you can work through the process. And as long as you are sounding off to your mentor, your leader, your pastor, your overseer, to make sure that you are accountable, make sure that the needed deposits are being made into you, and never that you outgrow them. Come on back. Come on back. Always know that for every season in our lives and in our journey forward, God already has a person, a place, and a thing to help us get there. When we miss that help, we miss an important part of being fruitful in whatever we put our hands to do. So slow your roll. You got time to hear, listen, and obey, and move forward with a plan, a blueprint, a strategy. You never build a house by just buying the supplies and you go to work.
That's right.
You must have an architectural design of what it's going to look like, where everything is going to be. And that's what your leadership, that's what your submission to proper leadership will help you to design. Yes, you heard from heaven. We're not saying you didn't hear, but you just need some help in making sure that that architectural design is just like it's supposed to be.
That is so very important, Dr. Love, because the culture now is pro-independence.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And we're leaning towards socialism. You know, we say in God we trust, but mammon has taken over. Mm-hmm. And everybody wants to be an individual. Right. They want to be independent of. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be a part of. And I'm seeing that a lot of our women are misplaced because of antiquated ideas.
Right.
Not because doors are not open, not because you're not accepted, because you are. Your presentation sometimes has to change. Right. I know when I go to different denominational organizations,
absolutely,
I change to whatever the format
yes,
and the culture
that's
in
right.
the church.
That's
you know,
right.
I don't go in saying, wow, I'm an apostolic leader and I came here to straighten out whatever's going on. I go in and I've learned to study various denominations,
yes.
so I know what they believe and what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And ladies, we have to, in ministry, really vet ourselves.
Right.
We need to qualify ourselves, not by looking at ourselves. We need another voice speaking into us that will be truthful, that will be honest, that will tell us, sweetie, you're working too hard, because toil was connected with the curse,
right,
and not with the blessing. And sometimes you need someone to help you to work smarter and not harder. I'm going to shift too because I had the opportunity to be a part of the expansion club on
yes.
on Clubhouse, not Coach. I got coaching on my mind, coaching on the brain of Clubhouse, and I thoroughly enjoyed listening in to the various messages and conversations that have taken on in Clubhouse. Tell the audience about your Clubhouse room.
Yes, Clubhouse. Clubhouse is an app of conversation and communication. We don't see you, but we hear from you. So conversations are there. And on Clubhouse, the name that God gave me for my particular room is the Expansion Club, so that we're constantly growing, not swelling, but growing. In the Expansion Club, we look at strategies, we look at information that we can put practical application to and move out in the revelation that you receive. It's Bible-based, and it's based on Isaiah 54:2. Enlarge your territory, right where you are, enlarge. And so that requires us to have a method to expand, to amplify, to advance, to increase wherever we are. When we go to the scripture, the instructions, the directions are there. And then taking that and applying it to your life, to your family, to your situation. And so my assignment is to coach expansion in individuals. I speak to marriages, to relationships, to ministry, to the mindset, to motivation, and to time management.
Absolutely.
Ooh, sometimes we waste a lot of time trying to make things happen
Right.
when there should be a strategy in place, a track and a direction for your faith, your time, and your efforts to run on. So in the Expansion Club, every Thursday morning at 11 o'clock, as a matter of fact, this week marks 1 year that we have been on the Expansion Club, and we are moving progressively, meeting people from around the world. When the pandemic came, my travel in and out of the country came to a screeching halt like everybody else.
Yes.
And a part of me is so called to the world. I'm a global and international person. I missed being in Africa. I missed being in Japan. I missed being in Thailand and Kenya, Africa, and Ghana, Africa, and Nigeria. Those are places that God has enabled me to minister and be there. And then to be home, I was like, man. But Clubhouse has allowed London, England, our churches there in Ghana, Africa. We connect on Clubhouse, chit chat, minister, talk, share, expand, have conversation from around the world. So the global connection that you need, the international connection, could be a place that you find on Clubhouse.
Absolutely. I'm in the process of building my room, and I'm grateful for the platform, have the opportunity to interact. We're coming up to the close of our broadcast. For those of you who live in the Jacksonville area, our surrounding counties and cities, Dr. Love, tell them how they can get in touch with you and where your church is.
All right. Any social media platform, connect with Dr. Carolyn Love. That's who I am. Connect, find my name, Instagram, Snapchat, all of them. TikTok, all of them. Thank God for grandchildren.
Okay. I wish we could have had them first.
Right.
You know?
And the millennials that are in our church that have helped to stretch us during this pandemic.
Yes.
This has been, it might have been bad for some, but this has been a stretch and a good stretch forward for us. We are One Church of Jacksonville, where we are one. We meet at Biscayne Elementary. We have been out of assembly and online since March of 2020. But this month, March 27th, will be our first Sunday back. It's called The Gathering. We are back. We are back. The return. I have missed the interaction and the assembling and the fellowship social media has been great. We have grown tremendously. We have more people connected to us now than we can fit into the
Absolutely.
location. But it's time to come back to church. And we're excited about the return. So Sunday, March 27th is the return Sunday for One Church of Jacksonville.
Awesome. Are you still going to be meeting at Biscayne Elementary?
Yes.
Okay.
Only for our Sunday service. Our Wednesday service will remain online.
Online. That's awesome, and thank God. Ladies, those of you who have tuned in, thank you so much. I pray that you enjoyed the interaction with Dr. Love, that it has inspired you, encouraged you to move forward. I am Dr. Diane Clark, and I am Unplugged. See you next week.
Put a seed in the ground and name your seed. Experience the blessings of the Lord by sowing into this outreach. Help us take the gospel around the world. You can do so by going to Cash App. Type in the dollar amount you would like to give, and then type in $D Clark Ministries in the For section. Make sure you include your telephone number and a small prayer request. I can assure you that our prayer counselors will be praying for your needs. If this encounter has been a blessing to you, send us an email at dclarkministries@gmail.com and let us know how we've been a blessing to you. Or write us a letter or drop us a seed at Dr. Diane Clark, P.O. Box 9148, Jacksonville, Florida 32208. Or call 904-419-9831. Stay connected with Dr. Clark and the Unplugged Ministry. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like our Facebook page and Instagram family. This way, when we go live, you'll get an alert the doctor is live. To find out more about Dr. Clark, go to my website today. And while you're there, become a partner. Go to DianeUnplugged.com. So you've been watching the show. Would you like to be a content provider yourself and develop a show for the Inspire Network? Please give us a call today at 904-389-5592. Or go to www.connecttv.info to submit a show idea.
Hi, I'm Pastor Darren Gale of the Life Ship Church in beautiful Port St. Lucie, Florida. I want to invite you and yours to join us on Sundays at 10 a.m. for a life-changing experience. Look forward to seeing you.
Do you love video production? Would you like to have a career in video production but don't know where to start? Your problem is you have no one to teach you. Well, the Inspired Television Network is initiating its apprenticeship program. We'll teach you video production, how to set up the simple camera operation, post-production, and advanced editing. Imagine sitting down with an expert and being taught weekly how to do it. It's a 6-month program that requires a minimum of 10 hours a week of hands-on training and 3 hours a week of classroom training. You've always wanted to make movies or learn production. This is the perfect program for you. Give us a call today at 904-389-5592 or sign up at www.learntv.today. It's free for churches and nonprofits.
COVID-19 has taken more lives than we care to count. From the young to the old, all cultures and walks of life have been affected. Be counted among the living. The First Coast Black Nurses Association wants to know.
Did you get the shot?
Good morning to all God's beautiful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, we want to invite you to tune in on the Inspired Network every Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. to watch Morning Inspirations with the Scotts.
We be them Scotts, y'all.
We be them Scotts.
Yes, sir.
Amen. We're looking to see you in the AM.
AM.
God's blessings upon you.
Shalom.
Toot-toot.
Boy, you crazy.
Hello, good people. How y'all doing? Listen, we're on the set of the Plows right now. We're getting ready to record, but I thought it would be robbery for us not to let you know that we're back.
Yes, we are, and we missed you guys. We hope that you missed us too. But you all have to tune into the Plowdens every Monday at 8:30.
Listen, we'll be looking to see you. And hopefully that when you do listen, that something grabs you and connects you with us.
Absolutely. So get connected and stay free.
Our communities have struggled. It's time to rebuild and heal. Now it's time that we follow the trusted voices and get vaccinated.
We are the heartbeat of the community.
Jacksonville Coronavirus Education and Engagement Task Force.
The Mother's Day celebration that you will never forget. Kim's production hosts a Mother's Day trio with the First Ladies of Gospel, the legendary Clark Sisters, with the added benefit of the Queen of Gospel Music, Pastor Shirley Caesar, and Pastor Charles Jenkins at the Potter's House International in Jacksonville, Florida. The doors open at 6 and the concert starts at 7 p.m. The tickets are available on Eventbrite or www.yourmothersday.com or call 904-813-0085.
Have you been looking for the perfect trilogy that seems to summarize the struggle and victory? This book shares with you the keys to becoming better. In this book, the One Testimony author, Frederick Gibbs, unlocks the principle of a prophetic word from God that answers all the questions of his life. In this, he'll show you how to unlock God's promises in your life.
Are you a barber, cosmetologist, or braider? Maybe you're looking for a spot. Are you looking for a progressive, upscale Christian environment mixed with a cafe, plus a photography and podcasting studio? Join the team at the Experience Salon and Barbershop. We offer affordable booth rates without compromising your upscale perks. We have the best team at our grooming center to handle all your presentation needs. Come join the family that gives you a total experience of faith and fashion.
Are you having trouble reaching the masses? Are you preaching messages and no one seems to be hearing you? There's only a few people on your Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. Then you need the Maximizer by Chrome Media. For more information about this advanced internet connecting technology, contact us today and see how we can help you reach thousands every week within 7 days. No additional equipment is needed and no need for advanced training. Go to MaximizerNow.org or call us at 904-389-5592.
It's time for the biggest event of the year. It's called the Episcopal Academy. Come experience this conference will be an in-person event and a virtual event with on-demand options, so you don't have to miss a session. Mark your calendars for May 6th and 7th with various workshops and powerful conference speakers nightly, such as Jamal Harrison Bryant, the senior pastor of New Birth Ministry Baptist Church.
So if I can stop the boy from talking, he will not be able to exercise that leg. The enemy is trying to amputate your...
And Bishop Samuel Blakes, the second presiding bishop of Family of Churches Fellowship International.
Go through life talking about I got this and trying to prove to people that you can handle everything. It's going to kill you. But when you realize that you have a God that can handle whatever is going on or transpiring in your life, and you say, Lord, I'm not worrying about this any longer. I'm going to
Night sessions are open to the public. The conference hotel is the beautiful Hyatt Regency, located downtown Jacksonville, Florida. The host church is the HC Multicultural Center. Check the conference website at www.theepiscopalacademy.com or sign up today for the virtual portion. Go to www.myhc.org